Um, thank you for doing that. So I'll just dive right in. I learned about a 3-word phrase when I in my doctoral program under one of my professors. He talked about something called structure, support, and challenge, and he was talking about how a good any kind of good learning environment has those 3 things working in what he says are cohesive tension, and that a good course, a good teaching experience for students is where all 3 of those are present. And so I thought we could I'm going to do a little like chart that I built, and I'm going to kind of just walk us through the chart. And then if there's time at the end, I'd love to hear anyone's feedback, or how you have found ways of inserting structure, support, and challenge into your courses. So um, Anna asked me to do this concerning the syllabus, but I think this can apply to both writing the syllabus and just teaching the course in general. So am I able to share my screen, Anna?
Yeah, you should be.
Okay. All right, hold on. Here we go. Share screen. And I realize I am preaching to the choir when I'm saying what I'm about to say here. So bear with me, and I hope this can be of service to at least some of you. Many of you have probably taught many more courses than myself, so this is going to sound like old hat. But structure, support, and challenge, it's a 3-legged stool. So if you're missing any one of these 3 things in a classroom environment or in the design of a syllabus, the whole stool can come tumbling down. And here's what I mean by that. So I made a little chart. This chart, let me just say this at the front. This chart, I have some tongue-in-cheek and satire in here, so please don't take me way too seriously. like the things that I say in here. I'm saying what I'm saying as, hopefully to just get us thinking about it and to have a little fun with it. So on the left, we're going to have these 3 columns: structure, support, and challenge. And I'm going to fill in the grid beneath those 3 with the different combinations of whether each one is present or not present. Okay, you'll see how this unfolds. I'll give a for instance, and then I'll give in terms of the syllabus. So I gotta move this window. Hold on. There we go. Oh, where are we at? There we go. Sorry, everybody. Okay, are we back on? Okay, so if you have structure but no support and no challenge, that means that you're all alone with no tools trying to build a simple bookshelf using an instruction manual. Okay, does that make sense? It's like a simple task, but there's no support, and there's some structure. You have an instruction manual, but you're left by yourself, and even though it's a simple task. So in a class, this is what it looks like. It's an organized course, but the content is too easy. There's not many recommended resources or media content for further reading and viewing, and the professor is absent. like you're not there in a supportive role to your students. You've given them some structure, but you just kind of leave them free from there. So we don't want to do that. But what if you have no structure and no challenge, but you do have support? Okay, this is what it looks like. It's like floating on an inner tube down a lazy river with your friends. In a classroom environment, that means it's a confusing syllabus with easy course content. But the professor, hold on, my little window thing is covering that up. Can someone read that for me? What did I write?
The professor is always there for you 24/7.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Yeah, the Zoom grid of all your faces is like covering up that side of my view for me, so I can't see it. And if I go out of it, I think it shows you like the whole chart all of a sudden. So I'm gonna need everybody's help to read the last one for me. What if you don't have structure and you don't have support, but you do have a challenge? It's challenging. That means that you're trying to learn French by becoming a tourist in Spain. Okay. Not not even trying to do something intelligent in Spain. You're just there in Spain and you're expecting to learn French. So it's something challenging, but you have no support, and there's no structure either. So someone read that now for me.
The syllabus simply says 60-page paper due every other week. Good luck.
Okay, so obviously we don't want to do that either. Okay. What if you have structure and support, but there's no challenge? Okay. That's like, as a literate adult, you're learning the alphabet from a kindergarten workbook and getting lots of participation stickers and high fives from your teacher along the way. Okay. So you have instructions, you have a supportive teacher, but it's not hard and it's not challenging. Like, we want to take our students to the next level up from where they are at currently. So someone read that. What does that look like in our situation?
Easy class, clear and organized expectations. Professor is always there for you.
Yeah. Thanks, Martin. What if you have structure, no support, but it's challenging? Okay, so these are all different combinations of like how the stool falls apart. That's like military school with the drill sergeant who doesn't care about your feelings or your soul for that matter. Has anyone ever been in a class that was just deathly hard and there were clear expectations, but you felt like the professor could care less who you were in this world? Right? There's no, and by the way, for those of you in the military, I'm not dogging the military here. It, like, there are people in the military with a heart and a soul and that care for their people. I'm sure most of them do. Just in this environment, in this example, this imaginary example, imagine this drill sergeant situation where they don't care for your soul, right? That's what I'm talking about here. And what does that look like in in a sense situation? So someone read that final box for me.
A well-organized course with good learning objectives that stretch the students, but the professor is absent and rarely posts or responds to emails.
Yeah. So that again, that's where the support part of the stool has fallen off and the whole stool comes tumbling down, right? So what if we have no structure, but we do have support and we do have challenge? Okay, so we have two legs of the stool, but we're missing structure. That's like building an elaborate Lego city along a Lego master coach, but there are no instructions and all the pieces are completely mixed up in a bin to begin with. I'm into Legos right now because I've got 3 kids and they're all into Legos, and that's our world right now, is building Legos. And if you've seen the Lego movie, there's like this tension between the people who love to follow instructions and then the people who just build whatever comes to their imagination. It's like these two different approaches to Legos. So as professors, we don't want to create classroom environments where, we're challenging them and we're there for them, but we have like no structure in the first place. So what does that look like for us? Someone read that.
Helpful, good-intentioned professor. Course is challenging enough to promote growth, but there's no clear roadmap for the students on how to get there.
Yeah. And again, that's what the syllabus does for us, is it provides that structure. What if there's no structure, no support, and no challenge? That would be sitting on your couch at home all alone, flipping channels on the big screen. And if that is at all present in our situation, it's, can you fog a mirror? Did you pay your tuition? Here's an A+. So we don't want to do that either. That leaves us one more combination. And what's the final combination, everybody? All 3: structure, support, and challenge. You're learning to tend an herb garden for the first time. You have some good step-by-step books at your side. You also join your local garden club to get some tips from the pros. Some of them even come over and show you the ropes in your backyard, but they are careful not to do it all for you. They help you learn and they challenge you in ways that stretch you. You make mistakes and fail with some of your herbs, but your new friends help you iterate, like kind of like cycle through a better way of doing it. How to improve on your next go round at the garden. Occasionally, you all enjoy yummy meals together using herbs from your garden. Okay, so see the, the metaphor here. And finally, in our classroom situation, can someone read that last one for me?
Yeah,
A
well-organized
well-organized
syllabus. Go ahead. Go ahead, Andy.
a well-organized syllabus with clear instructions and expectations. Course content stretches the students to the next level up from their current status quo in terms of the course content. Professor is available and cares for the whole person of their students as far as they are able.
Yeah. So here I'll go out of this. Well, does this let me just stop there. I've got a couple more minutes left in my little time allotment here. Does any of this ring true with anybody here? Has anyone ever been a part of a class that was one of these combinations? Does anything stick out to you as oh, I've never thought of it that way before, that was helpful? Like, so we have a couple minutes to kind of talk back about this.
I had the privilege of helping one of my daughters through a particular college, because of course this stuff never happens at a cent. I mean, it just wouldn't, but I just marvel at trying to, of course, first of all, be forking out cash, and then just I see this this landscape that you've laid out, and in a number of the courses that I assist her on, I see this to be the case, and I am challenged to be your yes man. I want to be a yes man. That's right. So thank you for this challenge.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, Kevin. And I know, Kevin, that you're military, so I know that you're a military person that cares for the soul. so I thank you for that.
Oh, amen. I thought you were gonna say I was that drill sergeant.
No, you care for the soul. We are so grateful for that.
I'll just say one thing to comment on this. Most of my graduate studies, all of my graduate studies have been in online or hybrid type environments. And so it seems to me like support is particularly uniquely difficult in a online environment. It really requires intentionality. I think about how faculty presents themselves for you. And the bigger the class is, the harder that seems to be. Just my experience as a student, I think. And a lot of the structure, the courses that have been difficult in their structure have a lot of times come down to how the learning management software was structured, like how well that was structured inside the course shell. So popularly for our perspectives, how easy it is to figure out what you need to do. That's varied for me quite a bit, I think, in some courses. But I just think about it in that sense of online versus in-person education. The dynamics are a little bit different for these things.
Yeah, popularly is a big part of creating that structure, of course. Yeah. Does anybody else have any final thoughts on where have you found success in your own development of courses and execution of courses in either structure, support, or challenge, or any combination of those? Like where have you found success in those three things?